a potential meetup with a former poker girl, more developed battling skills, and even the possibility of returning? Thank you, Serena. Thank you.
Pokemon Ranger, I choose you!
What's up, my dear boys and girls? It's your Ranger Boy here, and welcome to another review of the Pokemon X, Y, and Z anime. Today's episode will be really special to the hearts of all amour shippers and the future of Serena, with episode 45, the last battle with Ash, Serena's choice. Some of you guys were really worried about that I might abandon amour shipping because of my overwhelming live reaction of Ash x Lily or Ash x Marlow, and I gotta say this. I think that they look cute together, don't get me wrong guys, but in the end, neither Lily nor Marlow will ever come close to amour. So that's why I will say hashtag Team Satoshi. Hopefully I put that worry aside, and without any hesitation, let's get right into the review. So the faithful episode starts with a worried Serena thinking about her conversation with Palermo and that offer of hers about training her to compete against Arya. And after rewatching the main highlights of the reopened Prism Tower, Serena has the nice idea to organize an open air performance for everybody, with the help of Professor Sycamore, to cheer them up after what happened to them. And of course, Serena can't wait to show Ash and the others that nice idea of her. Luckily, Serena didn't have to do this performance all by herself, because Shauna is joining her as well, and after a short introduction by Sycamore, both are starting their lovely free performance. Like always, Team Rocket are watching each and every action of the XY gang closely, but Jessie couldn't control herself and ended up performing together with Serena and Shauna. And I loved it, since in my opinion Jessie belongs to the stage. And everybody is in a party fever right now, and even Alan, although forced by his waifu Mayrin, ends up dancing as well despite looking really clumsy. But clumsy dance moves aside, everybody has a lot of fun, and after all three girls have finished their performance, suddenly we are seeing Grace in the crowd, who later on is visiting her daughter, and she can't believe how independent and strong her little girl became, since Grace seems to be very impressed of how Serena has organized everything from a simple dinner to a huge free performance. Although her actions seem to scream out confidence, Serena isn't really that confident right now, since she still has those worries about Palermo's offer. So that's why she decides to stay with her mom in a hotel to get her advice, and she immediately expresses how happy she was during today's performance, but that she might never will be able to beat Arya since nearly every person in Kalos knows her. Grace doesn't really seem to have a direct answer to this, but she tells her that she believes in Serena and that she will do the right thing, and with a happy smile on her face, both mother and daughter are going to bed. In the next day, it's not only time for Grace but also for Shauna and her gang to leave Lumiose City, and despite Tiano insisting on staying with Serena, Shauna pulls off a misty move and drags him far away. Interesting thing about Shota's future is that he will have Steven to research more about the Megalith and to unveil more secrets about Mega Evolution. And with a manly handshake, even Shota is parting ways with Ash. And speaking of parting ways, even Bonnie and Clement are parting ways with Ash for now, since they still have a lot of things to do in the Lumiose gym. But Ash doesn't seem to know what to do next, so that's why our dance boy Ash, is asking Serena to go out with him. Wait, what? Which of course makes Serena blushing really hard. And those moments they spend together, don't get me wrong, I don't hate episode 59, aka the date episode, but this right here, it felt like a date. It felt like a real date. All the moments they shared together, and I just love those moments. And it really felt like a real date compared to episode 59. But unfortunately to mine, and for sure to your displeasure as well, Serena can't really enjoy it, since the worry she has still is bothering her a lot, and strangely enough, Ash recognized every hint of those worries, no matter if it's obvious or not obvious ones. That's the reason why he asked her to battle him, since he recognized how worried she was, and now they're on their way to the battlefield where Ash and Clement's very first battle was, while he's holding the hand of our lovely blushing girl. Man, Ash could be such a good boyfriend if he wasn't so dense, god damn it. But to be honest, the battle wasn't really a battle, but more like a sparring between Pikachu and Braixen. But I gotta give Serena credit of how well she actually battled against OP Pikachu. But after the battle was over, not only does he admit that Serena was actually quite good, but first and foremost he tells her that she and Braixen indeed have a deep bond to each other, that she's not alone because her Pokemon are always with her, and that this feeling Serena and her Pokemon have right now is, in his opinion, quite similar to Ash's relationship with Greninja, and that with that feeling in mind, Ash and Greninja always were able to do things they seemingly couldn't do, and that's the same thing Serena has with her Pokemon as well. So it really shows that Ash really believes in Serena and that he knows that she will do things that other people think that she can't do. So with more confidence in mind, she now is calling Palermo and she declines the offer of training under her just like Arya, since I guess she wants to go a different way, because of course she believes in her skills and her bond with her Pokemon, just like Ash described, and because she doesn't want to take the same route. Palermo recommends to her to go to Hoenn. Yes guys, she won't stay in Kalos, but she won't go to Alola either. For now, she will go to Hoenn, because there she won't do Tripocolons, but she will do contests, and with those contests she still would be able to improve herself. And Palermo even believes in Serena and tells her that she's a fan of her, which makes her even more motivated to go to Hoenn. And after she told that exciting news to her friends, Ash congratulates her and tells her to do her best. And with that, the episode ends. Wow, so that's some exciting news right here, which in my opinion also provides a lot of hope for the future of Serena and maybe even for amour shipping. And with that in mind, let's go right into reading! What can I say about the story? I gotta say, today's story had a lot of surprises in store. I liked the idea of Serena to cheer up the citizens of Lumiose by doing an open air performance for them. That just shows how nice and gentle our girl actually is. Also, I really liked the performance itself, although they reused some performance animations of past episodes. But what made the performance even more refreshing is that each time something happened during the performance, like for example Alana Mayrin joining the party or Jessie joining the stage, the performance got even better and first and foremost just lighter and happier, and I really did enjoy this a lot. Then we had the little interaction between Serena and her mother, and I thought that this part was really emotional and a good proof of how strong Serena actually has grown as a personality. But in the end, it didn't really improve Serena's situation at all. So that's why I might cut off 1 point because of that. But what really helped Serena in her decision to go to Hoenn was definitely Ash, since he, just like he always does, somehow was able to cheer Serena up. In general, to cheer up his friends in such a unique way is, in my opinion, as unique as Ash's unpredictable battle style. And speaking of battle, the actual battle was kinda let down because it was just a sparring, but in the end the main goal of this battle was to motivate Serena and to help her in her decision, and I liked how they handled the sparring, by not letting Ash dominate the whole thing, but instead to show that Serena is also capable of being a good battler. And the last thing I want to talk about is the interaction between Serena and Palermo, and how despite Serena declining her offer, Palermo didn't even mind, and she also recommended her to go to Hoenn to take part in contest. Awesome, really awesome. So in the end, I will give the story a 9 out of 10. What can I say about the focus? Focus-wise, I expected something else when it comes to battling, because I thought that Ash and Serena would do an all-out battle where they would exchange their thoughts. But even though the battle was short, it still helped her out a lot, and that's why I won't cut off too many points because of it. The second part about Serena's choice, man, that was really surprising. I mean, not in my wildest dreams would I have thought that she would go to Hoenn, and what kind of possibilities this might open for the future. A potential meetup with May, improving her battling skills, and because Hoenn isn't that far away from Alola compared to Kalos, this possibility does open as well. But overall, I will give the focus a 7 out of 10. Last but not least, just like always guys, the animation. Clearly, the animation focus was all about Serena. It's all about Serena for sure. Like I said before, they reused some past performance animations, and that's why I can't give the animation full score, but what was animated really beautifully was everything around her. The new combined performance with Shauna and Jessie, the interaction between her mom with those teary eyes during the night, then her interaction with Ash also expressed by her eyes, and no matter if it was worries or happiness, bonus points for, of course, the blushing and the amour shipping moments during the date. And I just love those as well, because hey, amour shipping OTP guys, amour shipping OTP. And last but not least, the animation of Serena during and after talking to Palermo, with this really confident looking Serena with those glittering eyes, and I just loved how they really showed her detailed. I just love that. In the end, I will give this a 9 out of 10. And in the end, this episode scores a 8.33 out of 10 with the recommendation watch it because it was not only an overall beautiful episode in regards of Serena, including the date we all wanted, but this episode gives us a lot of hope for the future, a possible return of Serena and May, and an even greater development of Serena, and I love this episode. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this review just like always, and just like in my last video today, see you guys in the comment section down below. Okay, bye guys!